Greetings, Internet Sojourners. This is the MMocracy, and I want to ask a question. How many of you are looking for a new MMO that replicates that feeling that you had when you first played EverQuest back in 1999 or you first played World of Warcraft in 2004? You're looking for that kind of game that you just can't stop thinking about when you're at work all day long. It's addictive in a good way. You feel connected to the player base, you feel connected to the community, you feel immersed in the world. Maybe you tried a few MMOs over the past few years looking for that feeling, but they've fallen short. They're too easy. There's no consequences for death. You just start over at the graveyard and run back to your body. No big deal. You don't feel immersed in the world because there's really no danger in the world. And you feel like as long as you sit in front of that keyboard for long enough, you're going to hit the max level. Maybe you logged into the game and you are ready to be immersed in that world. And before you could even interact in the world, in between you and that game world was a window with a cash shop in it. Boy, that's just an immersion killer right there, isn't it? And you might have hit a point just like me where you've said, MMocracy, they just don't make games for me anymore. Maybe you're between the ages of, like 35, 40s, and you have good memories, fond memories of playing those games back in the day, and you're saying, they don't make games for people like me anymore. To which I say, do not lose hope. The whole reason why I'm making this video today is to tell you all about the Monsters and Memories playtest on December 9th. It's going to run for 34 hours. It's going to run through the entire weekend, and let me tell you about this game. There are designers on the team that worked on old school MMOs like EQ, and they totally get it. Whether it's the class diversity, the class identity, whether it's having support classes, breaking that triad, getting that out of there, and going back to the MMO's roots of having support classes with utility. They're doing all of that and so much more. So I want to get you guys excited about this game, because I really think that it is like the next big hope for old school classic MMO players like you and I, that we prefer things like that. We prefer a difficult corpse run after a death. We prefer consequences like losing experience, because that's what makes us feel closer to the world. So if all of that excites you, I encourage you to get over to Monsters and Memories website, download the launcher, keep that launcher up to date, because they've been doing a lot of work on this game over the last few weeks, ever since the last playtest. And get ready for the playtest on December 9th. I anticipate that we'll be back in Night Harbor, which is a huge city. There's a lot there already in the game. Combat is fully in the game. They've been making graphical tweaks to try to make it run better. They got the servers running better. So there's a whole lot in Monsters and Memories to experience and to be excited about, and it's going to run all weekend this time. So the last few playtests have been pretty short, maybe 3-4 hours, and then they shut down the servers. This time, all weekend, you're going to have to experience this new world. And I encourage you, if you like what you see in the game, tell people about it. Let's share some news about this game. Let's get people excited about it, because it's an indie MMO team. It's a small team, and they can use all the help they can get. So I encourage all of you, join me, the MMocracy, on the Monsters and Memories playtest on December 9th. I will see you there, and until then, I encourage you all to stay classic.